Episode 8. Episode 8. I clicked record already. Hi, everybody. It's Crybaby Pumpkabun, or Lulu. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to our blind Let's Play of 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Last time, Hiroko decided to become a dictator, and anyone who's not been fighting is now being starved and confined to their rooms. Except for not right now, because she asked us to summon them all to the cafeteria. So that's what we're doing. We're figuring out what's happening with that. Oh. There we go. So into the cafeteria we go. Alright, everyone's here. I guess now we'll find out what this emergency meeting is all about. What is Hiruko up to this time? Hey, can we have something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry I'm getting stomach cramps. Oh, did you see the little cheek emaciation on his sprite? Of course, I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them, or eat them raw if you prefer. You are totally heartless! Hiroko, please. Give them some real food. I can't bear to see them like this. Very well. Help yourself to dry bread. 1 per person. Just 1 slice each? We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders? Come on. That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathed could probably be used more productively somewhere else. Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. You want to talk to everyone? Kinda. Oh, they're all probably gonna say, let's hear what Hiroko has to say. Okay, fine. So, why did you ask us to come here? Kaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shoma, the non-fighters as we've been calling you, I've decided you're going to leave this school. Huh? What do you mean leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out. What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out. And if you won't leave of your own accord, I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all a lot of trouble? What? Right now? Hiroko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? Why do you think? We've been brought here for one purpose, and one purpose only. To fight. Anyone who can't, or won't, do that has no place here. So why not get rid of them? If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. Wait, as decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the school, the better. You can't just use us like that. You should be grateful. I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even then, I doubt I'll make much of a difference. I'll just get stepped on like the cockroach I am, and that'll be the end of it. Hiroko, are you for real right now? You can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading the school now, and what I say goes. Don't think, don't argue. Just obey my orders. But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be expected to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? Well... You see, now, no excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously? Right now? If such a simple task is beyond you, I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Wait, Hiroko, please. This is all too sudden. Can't you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this on them out of the blue, the lesson won't really sink in, you know? Alright, you've got 5 days. 5 days, you've got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us, or leave forever. Just 5 days. If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary brusque attitude, Hiroko said all she had to say and left without warning. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades, friends. Friends? Yeah, right. I bet you can't wait to get rid of us. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiroko to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days. It's still better than being forced to fight. Are you sure about that? I mean, once you get outside school grounds... I know, sheesh. It's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you to remind me. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, this whole saving humanity thing, I can go to hell for all I care. My whole life's just been one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. God, I hate you so much. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Hiroko had been. He starts freaking out! I think I know how he feels. Not that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me. But I get what it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our peaceful modern-day society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. Shoma gave a formal bow and left, making as little noise as possible. Shoma. I get where Hiroko's coming from, you know? It's not fair for us to hang back and let you all do the fighting. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not going to happen. Okay, Tsubasa, why aren't you just, like, being like, okay, how about instead of fighting, I do, like, mechanical shit? Like, I'm a mechanic, I know how to build shit, I could be support staff, like, I can help still. You have a skill that's very much applicable here. I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out anyway. Huh? That's the same as saying you don't care if you die out there. You know that. Yeah, but at least then it'll be all over. At least then I won't have to deal with all these confusing feelings anymore. I could see tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. Before I could say anything to comfort her, she was gone too. We sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess that's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Outski. Why'd you have to betray us and join the Battle Freaks? I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it. Fine, keep your secrets. But you know there's still time to change your mind, right? I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out of here, The hellish wasteland will be a paradise so long as I'm with my dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. The Tsukumo's twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and buskin masks. Damn, ain't a single one of them willing to fight, not even to save their own skins. I don't think Hiroko is bluffing either. Oh, if they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. We've got 5 days. Isn't there anything we can do? You gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think? Now that you mention it, Takumi barely had to say anything to get her to go along with it. Maybe she was expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Hiroko wants us to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So, that's why she agreed to it right after they stepped in. She was planning to give us all that time all along. We were just dancing to her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Okay, but how's that gonna work exactly? None of them seem like they were gonna budge on this. Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for personal reasons. In that case, we'll need to get them to share what those are before we can begin to convince them. But how? Doesn't seem like they're willing to spill the beans. You're right. We need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Food? Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. Tempt them with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan! At least it's simple. So we gain their trust with food, and then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle. Alright. Who do we get to do this? In response, all eyes in the room turned towards me. I should have seen this coming. I am the protag character after all. Alright, I'll do it. Sorry, but you heard Ima. They already consider me a traitor. I probably wouldn't get anywhere with them. All this subtlety of planning crap ain't really my thing. And you know you just know Drumi'd only make worse. Yeah, I didn't even have to go with my own excuse. We'll still help you in any way we can, of course. Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do. Heck. It only reverse your social links with us if you tried to do it all by yourself at this point. Thanks, guys. We've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. Now, is the story going to take care of that, or do we have to figure out how to do this ourselves? After taking a moment to outline our goals going forward, I told Takamaru, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. 5 days, just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably too much to ask for. I should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Tsubasa, Shoma, Gaku, Kako, and Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. Of the list, Tsubasa seems the easiest to persuade. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If I give her an impassioned plea, she might come around. Okay, first I'm going to try is to convince Tsubasa. With that decided, I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. If I bring her some food, I bet she'll at least hear me out. Okay, it looks like Story is going to direct it for us. Okay. I rang the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened. What is it, Takumi? Is it Hiroko again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. I brought you something. I figure you'd be hungry. Ooh, those look really yummy. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Hiroko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in?
Of course, come on in! Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi.
What am I, a consolation prize? I mean, yeah, she's really hungry. That tracks. The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches.
This is what I've been missing! I've been craving the moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper.
She must have been starving. She scarfed the sandwiches down in less than a minute.
I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi. You're a lifesaver. Now I don't have to eat dry bread today.
Have you just been living on dry bread since Hiroko banned you from the cafeteria?
Yeah, that bread is so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over some moist bread from time to time?
No problem. I can even try to seek you some bread or rice balls.
Really?
But in exchange, would you open up to me?
Open up to you? About what?
The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me.
I should have expected this. Is this what you were after from the start? The sandwiches were to bribe me for information?
Sorry, Tsubasa, I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay,
fine. But in exchange, I'm going to want some more moist bread later.
She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts.
Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight, but fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing.
What do you mean? Tsubasa.
I can't keep it down.
Keep it down?
When I get nervous, it comes out, and not just a little bit.
Hey!
When what comes out? I don't understand what you... She pukes.
Puke! I puke, okay?
Huh?
That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurl.
Come to think of it, Tsubasa's always retching. Yeah.
That's why if I ever fought the invaders, I'd turn the battlefield into a sea of vomit. You really want to get showered by my puke? Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got into your eyes?
Okay, could you take medicine or something?
It's a physical thing, and medicine doesn't help with the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them worked. When I get worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picturing myself fighting the invaders.
Are you okay?
Oh God, no. No, I can't keep it.
Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. She immediately pushed me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. Phew. That's a tough thing to live with. She vomits whenever she's nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. I can't blame her for refusing. But there's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. If only I can find a way to suppress her nausea. How though? Puking is... Puking? Aito, how long have you been there? I just came by to see if I could help you with anything. So what is this about puking? I hate to hear about someone's personal health struggles, but this doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Alright, just keep this between us, but... I proceeded to tell Aito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. I see, so that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. Well, she hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead. What do you mean? Like, have her bring a high-quality sick bag or something. Sick bag? Like the bags they have on buses? I suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But do they even have sick bags here? High-quality ones at that? What about using the gift-o... I think this is supposed to be Aito. What about using the gift-o-matic in the rec room? Yeah, that's supposed to be Ido. What about using the gift-o-matic in the rec room? The gift-o-matic? Yeah, if they don't have them here, we can just need to make them. Seems like it's able to make most things. It's worth looking into. We headed over to the rec room together to check the gift-o-matic. Oh, here we go. Yeah, a fashionable sick pouch. That looks perfect. Tsubasa's sure to open up if we give her this as a present. The materials we need are string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String and plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's likely to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort? I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and plastic bag. And so, Aito and I split up to gather, not together, to gather the materials we need to make the sick bag. Now, where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might also need to go exploring to get the materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. Okay. Let's look at the map. Oh, I can talk to Rumi. Okay, so I just have to go talk to everyone. Okay. My instinct is gonna be that, what's her name? Kako might have one.
Huh?
Hey, Darumi, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it?
I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup in my bag. I even throw my mirror in there raw dog, so I always end up cutting my finger on the cracked surface.
Right. You should be careful. I always imagined that all girls carried around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case.
I mean, I might not have one, but I got some ideas where you might find a pouch.
Really?
Back around where we found Aito, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetic shop. I memorized where it was so I could go maybe pick up something from there later.
Could you tell me where it is? I got the general coordinates of the cosmetics shop from Darumi. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside the school, I'll go check this place out later. Yeah, that's where I thought we might be going anyways. Okay. Is there anyone on this floor? I can check the map. Map. Okay, training room. We're just gonna teleport, because we can. Alright. How's it going, Takumi? You getting anywhere with them? Still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated. I have a feeling that she'll choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards. Bike lovers? Does Tsubasa like bikes? I mean, all vehicles really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. That much, huh? Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day when she learned how to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before. Yeah.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Yeah,
Workshop.
she'd be very helpful even if in a non-combat situation.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too.
I wonder if she can fix those pods we found on the first floor.
I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
You're a little tinker fairy. Like me. Her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her. By the way, Takamaru, you know where I could find a fashionable pouch? A what? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Alright, stairs going downward. We still have to find Hiruko. Okay, we have to go to the cafeteria and the entrance hall. Going to the cafeteria first, entrance hall second. Look, Takumi! I found a plastic bag! Nice one, Aito. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know, I'm just having fun. It feels like a treasure hunt. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never got to hang out with friends like this. I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. He did find one of the items after all. Okay, that's good. Very good. He just has one more to go. Kako, I thought, might have one.
A fashionable pouch. I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before.
Not even once? We don't carry around bags or wallets.
We would only be targeted by robbers if we did.
We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart.
Yes, we literally keep things on our person.
It reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets. Me snuggling up against my sister dearest.
We were pressed up very close.
What kind of horrible struggles did these two go through?
You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh.
Thanks, I'll do that. While I didn't find a pouch, I managed to get some string. That's progress, at least. I think we're gonna have to go out and explore to get the, Well, we got string in a plastic bag, but came up short on the fashionable pouch.
Huh?
Yeah, but I got a lead on where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi said, there's a cosmetic shop where we found Aito outside the school. We'll go check it out tomorrow. So I might actually get to go do the exploration that I kept failing to do the last couple of days. Oh, ready to go hunt for that fashionable pouch, Takumi? Yeah? Let's talk to you first, though. Oh, you're just gonna say that again. Okay, so yeah, let's just go. Right, so now we're looking for treasure chest spaces, which we already had this, I think. By obtaining key items from treasure chests, you'll be able to make new gifts with a gift-o-matic. Many characters' preferred items can be made from key items, so try to land on treasure chest spaces whenever you can. Okay, let's head for the cosmetic shop. It's somewhere around the spot where we found you. Then that should be in that direction. Okay, I'm gonna look around the map a little bit first. Okay, so okay, so there's treasure chests down there as well. And one over there. One over there. There's a lot of them. One up there that we can't get to because of the flames. Okay, so we have some places to get to. I'm gonna try to get to 2 or 3 of these. Let's go this way. You see an old grand piano. This reminds me of the bonus game in V3, which I believe is the same as Danganronpa S. Got a radio cassette player.
I'll take this with me.
Okay, we're trying to get to that chest, so... yeah, we'll go 2 spaces. We're gonna do a little bit of an enemy fight. That's okay. I'm worried that if we get the pouch first, it's gonna end the exploration, but it's like I want to go to a lot of places. I don't want to just do that. Oh right, I don't have a full squad,
I'm ready whenever.
which makes this a little bit harder, but we'll be fine. I've been upgrading you lately anyways.
Good to go.
And now I can do stuff like this, because you both do a little bit more damage.
Yes, leave it to me.
Yeah, let's do that.
Say when.
Yeah, let's do that.
My turn. I guess it's my turn.
Yeah,
You're in the way.
cool.
I've got this.
Yeah, let's just finish off that guy. Big guy didn't even get to attack. Oh, and I get another
Let's do
thing.
this.
Well, it's defensive
Not
stance.
gonna cut it.
Try to not take any damage. Okay, yeah. No damage taken from that. That's good. What does that condition mean? Is there a way I can view
Here
that?
we go.
Oh, he's just like can't
I'm
move as
ready
far.
whenever.
That's fine. Yeah, let's do that.
Here we go.
He's fatigued, but
Yes,
that's okay.
leave it to me. Allow me to trim
Finishing
down
that guy off?
all
Okay.
well and good. We better get moving.
Yep.
Here we go.
I like the scythe. Aito, you're really strong. You've been doing great for me.
We did it.
Oh, we do get scrap parts from that. Good to know. Okay, so we have a 3 and a 1. Let's do the 3. It's gonna be hard. But then after that, we should be able to get to the 1. Okay. Very similar to before.
I'm ready whenever.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna be my opening move.
Good to go.
Because then I can finish off those 2 as well.
All right. We better get moving. I've got my guard up.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you go defensive.
Here we go.
Take a step forward, hit that
Let's go.
twice actually. Kill off that guy, and
Got
then
it. Here we go.
oh, we're just killing guys, I guess.
Take that. I've got this.
Now defensive stance, because you are surrounded by enemies, and we're trying to minimize damage. Yep, but we did still take we took 2 damage. That's okay.
My turn.
Start by doing that. Go pew pew pew.
Good to go.
Take a step back. Go pew pew pew.
I've got this.
And then pew pew pew.
That's it.
Yeah, easy. Easy.
Yes. What?
Oh, we got torn dress. Yeah, we're going this way. Strange seeds falling from the sky. Just pick them up after they hit the ground. Here we got spinning seed.
I'll take this with me.
We're going to this one. See a small drone. Let's grab it. Oh, sorry, Takumi, you took some fall damage. If I have a 4 here, this will be good. Okay, I have a 1. This is gonna be dangerous. I'm gonna... Oh. You find a shooting game at an abandoned arcade. You probably shoot one down. Let's aim for the... Heavy-looking gym sounds like it's gonna crush us. Let's aim for the tin toy, I guess. Oh! We hit a bomb.
What?
We got an ear pick. Okay. Okay, let's look for a 4-leaf clover. Why do we keep taking damage from everything?
Yes.
It's not good. I'm not trying to take all this damage. Continue exploration. Go 2 up. Go 1 up, because I'm trying to avoid squares a bit. Let's just take that 5. You got a fashionable pouch. I always had to make it to that square. Look, Takumi, we got a fashionable pouch. Now we have all the materials we need. Let's get back to the rec room and make that gift for Tsubasa. We also got a torn dress and an ear pick, which I don't know what those are going to be for, but we found them. Okay. Yeah, let's craft it. Crafting complete. Yeah, we made a fashionable sick pouch. We did it, Takumi. I'm sure Tsubasa will feel relieved when we give this to her. Yeah, it'll eliminate her issue with fighting with us. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting, doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're gonna have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting. Yeah, what's that? Her workshop. The innocent people we left behind at the Tokyo residential complex. The things people needed to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. The important people we left back in the Tokyo residential complex. So, someone like what Karua is to me. Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting, we need to remind her that she has a reason to fight. Seems pretty challenging. I guess there's no point being negative. I'll go swing by her place then.
Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself. I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. But why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again?
You don't need to be so alarmed. I just want to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Say the right thing to Tsubasa as she shares her worries and convince her to fight. You can choose what to say by pressing L twice. The number of options may increase as the conversation progresses. If you choose the right response, the persuasion rate will increase. Bring this gauge to 100 to successfully persuade her. Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point, so don't worry and just do your best to persuade Tsubasa. Okay. Okay. New minigame. I'm surprised I don't have to do a rhythm game for this.
I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. I know I'm going to puke if I ever fight.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about a little puke, Tsubasa.
Of course I worry. I can't help it if I get puke all over myself, but it'll still cause trouble for everyone else. The thought of getting my puke on someone else's clothes, it makes me sick to my stomach.
Understandably.
It's not like you want to fight all covered in puke.
Just use the sick bag.
Just use that sick bag.
What? This is a sick bag?
It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch.
I've never seen a sick bag that looked this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public.
If you're gonna spew into that. That way you won't cause trouble for anyone else. You can puke wherever you need to.
You don't need to be afraid anymore.
So, how about Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now? Tsubasa?
I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight.
Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now.
I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me.
Of course, what Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it.
I know now's not the time to be embarrassed, and there is a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you.
But I can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach. I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment.
I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer.
I need to eliminate Tsubasa's hang-ups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I've got to try this again.
You want to know my nickname in grade school?
Pukey McPukerson?
It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking.
That's a cool... I didn't think that was a good thing, but whatever.
That's a cool nickname.
No, it's not. It's just an insult. So I guess you're just making fun of me now, too. That's exactly why I don't want people to know I puke so easily.
Okay. Damn it! I meant to encourage her, but I did the opposite instead. Okay. I was confused because it only gave me one option. Tsubasa is terrified of being teased and ostracized by the others, so I don't need to use everything that shows up. If I don't eliminate that worry for her, she'll never agree to fight with us. I have to get her to understand that I'll never abandon her. Okay.
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like, how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad. I'd cry in secret and puke some more.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
I trust you, but I don't know about the others. A few of them could be mean.
Don't worry, they're all good
Gave me
people.
another cruel nickname.
See, when are we gonna use that?
Someone
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry, they're all good people. There's nothing to be scared of.
I'm starting to see the exclamation points and how this works.
How can you even say that? You've only known them for 2 weeks. Stop making things up. This is a serious issue for me.
I guess it was too much to ask her to trust people we basically just met. Tsubasa's terrified of being teased and ostracized by the others. If I don't eliminate that worry for her, she'll never agree to fight with us. I have to get her to understand that I'll never abandon her. Okay.
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like, how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad. I'd cry in secret and puke some more. That's why I decided before I went...
Okay.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
So this is the same.
I trust you, but I don't know about the others. A few of them could be mean. What if they gave me another cruel nickname? If someone ever called me Pukette, I'd probably puke and cry on the spot. No! I'm too scared. I can't do it. I
I'll
don't want to
puke
get
too.
ostracized for puking anymore.
Is it gonna repeat? Okay, so that loses heart if we let it go.
Anyways, just give up trying to get me to fight. I'm way more scared of getting teased than fighting invaders.
Tsubasa is terrified of being teased and ostracized by the others. If I don't eliminate that worry for her, she'll never agree to fight with us. I have to get her to understand that I'll never abandon her. Okay. Sorry, this is just taking me some practice because I'm not used to these mechanics yet.
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like, how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad. I'd cry in secret and puke some more. That's why I decided...
Okay.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
I trust you, but I don't know about the others. A few of them could be mean.
Nope.
Don't worry.
Okay.
They're all good people. There's nothing to be scared of.
That didn't work. Okay. Sorry.
You want to know my nickname in grade school?
This takes a long time because I can't speed it
It
up.
was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public.
Yeah, I'm sick of
Like,
hearing her say this
how
part of the
someone
story.
who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and...
We wouldn't make fun of you.
I trust you, but I don't know about the others. A few of them could be mean. What if they gave me another cruel nickname? If someone ever called me Pukette, I'd probably puke and cry on the spot. No! I'm too scared. I can't do it. I don't want to get ostracized for puking.
Oh, okay, because, yeah, she doesn't want to be ostracized and she wouldn't be alone.
Puke with you.
What are you talking about?
If you puked on your own, you'd stand out, so I'll puke with you. That way we'll both share half the attention. No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking.
They're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
Tsubasa stared at me as if she were trying to figure me out. I gave her as meaningful a look as I could in return. I won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If she gets made fun of, then so will I. I continued to meet her gaze in silence. I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute. Then 2. I continued to meet her gaze without even blinking. Then suddenly her expression relaxed as if I had gotten through to her.
I see. You're stupid, aren't you?
A little bit.
Puke with me. Are you crazy? How did you get like this?
It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her to smile at least. Nice. That's progress. Okay.
I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking.
I never would never have imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all, she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things had been for you. But as long as you're in the school, I'll never let you feel lonely.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying you'd see me as some kind of charity case?
Should I not be?
Life hasn't been that hard on me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong.
A place where Tsubasa feels like she belongs, if memory serves. It's the workshop. Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic. Do you mean your grandpa's workshop?
How did you know that?
Takamaru told me. You hung out there every day, he said.
Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop was always the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. people can get by well enough as long as they don't have one. As long as they have one place they can belong.
Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. It must be the most important thing in the world to her. If it's anything like how Karua is to me, then... Do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? If her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe that can be her reason to fight.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check. All I can think about is not letting anything make me puke. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop. Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world. I'd get covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always cheer me up with his belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much I messed up, he'd never kick me out.
I think the last one.
Even when his granddaughter was a good-for-nothing puker, he'd always look after me. That's why I love his workshop. It's the embodiment of his kindness.
Yep.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Yeah, my grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who always protects his granddaughter. His workshop is his castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
What? Why?
Remember what Sirei told us. If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Your friends, family, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit. But
wasn't he just lying?
as shady as Sirei may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might well be true.
So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too?
It's entirely possible.
No way.
Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The possibility that her loved ones could be attacked by invaders terrified her. I took a step closer to her and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do. Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But can a coward like me do that?
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone.
You're not a coward, you're just afraid. There's a difference.
We'll protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us.
And protect what matters most to us together.
Protect what matters most to us together.
We unlocked Tsubasa!
Persuasion complete, yay.
Fighting to protect humanity, to protect my grandpa and his workshop. Can someone like me really do that?
Of course you can, and you don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together.
I'm not making any promises, and I'm going to need a little more time. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is I really want, and what I need to do to make that happen. Is that okay?
Sure, that sounds great.
Okay, and thanks, Takumi.
Day 13. I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. There are 4 people left to convince. Ima, Kako, Shoma, and Gaku. of the four, Gaku seems the most likely to hear me out. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. I figured he was next. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room. Oh, it's just putting us right there. Well, we're gonna talk to Gaku next time. We're at almost an hour for this YouTube recording, so thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're excited to get to see where this keeps going. If you did like it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see everybody next time. Bye!